Sydney Rogers, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. We are live in the studio of FingerLakes1.com. It is June 13th, and I am joined by Josh Durso and Jim Sinicropi.
Who is that?
It wouldn't be right if I didn't, mess up a name or two.
How you doing, Josh Durso?
No, it's not just people who submit their photos, those names. It's actually
people that I'm with every day.
Yeah.
So that makes maybe the other people feel not so bad. I can't even speak my own.
Or maybe now I just feel as terrible as all of them.
Great. Well, Josh Durso, I don't know if you knew or not, but it's Father's Day this Sunday.
Yes.
I did.
One father
I remembered.
here. And I expect to get showered with gifts.
Oh, you're one of those dads.
No,
He probably expects to play a round of golf.
Yeah, I'm going to golf in the morning and then hopefully watch the U.S. Open final round. Like, that's all I want. The U.S. Open final round's always on Sunday. I just want to sit there and watch it. And sometimes I get irritated because family members will schedule like a picnic or a barbecue or, something.
Weird, something
like
for
4
Dad.
o'clock in the afternoon, right when the final round's coming down to it, and it's like, man,
the struggle is real.
Yeah, because I really just want to watch the final round of the second major of the season, the U.S. Open. It's in Shinnecock this year. So
I always think Sunday is such a terrible day to have something like that be on. Why not have Mother's Day and Father's Day on Saturday?
Yeah.
So we could party all day and
so you can treat it like
relax.
an actual weekend day,
right?
Because everyone's got to go back to work the next day.
Everyone's stressed, I feel like, and has only limited amounts of time.
Mother's Day is okay because that's usually a brunch, so you get that. But Father's Day is usually an outdoor, picnic or cookout or something.
Right.
So yeah, Father's Day on a Saturday, huh? I don't know what we call about that.
Yeah, let's figure it out. Let's change the dates. But it is Father's Day on Sunday, but Tomian's Farm Market is open, and it's on Route 14A in Penn Yan, and the You Pick strawberries start on Friday. So maybe there's some dads out there that want to go pick some strawberries for their Sunday barbecue. Maybe the girls will go do that for their fruit salads or whatnot, but they actually are sponsoring this week's episode. Thank you to them. And if you want to get more information on the You Pick strawberries and everything else they have to offer, it's tomiansfarmmarket.com, and that's TOMIONS farmmarket.com.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've seen it if you've driven down 14A from Geneva to Penn Yan or vice versa on the right.
Yeah.
It's a big place, and they have all sorts of seasonal stuff. It's like your local farmer market, but it's 24, it's 7 days a week, or actually 6 days a week, I think. I know they're open Sunday, too. I think it's 9 to 6 p.m. on Monday through Saturday right now is their hours.
Wow, that's awesome. Maybe that'll give, the girls a reason to get away on a Friday, and then it's almost like giving the dad an extra day.
It's kind of sexist that you think that men don't like to pick strawberries.
I don't think it's sexist at all. I'm just thinking in my head what I would do, and I said if there's dads out there that want to go pick some strawberries,
I don't want to pick them. I want to eat them, but I don't want to pick them.
Wow, weird. I didn't just say kind of like most dads don't want to go pick them, but that's fine.
Some dads do.
But I'm excited. Hopefully your guys' Father's Day.
I didn't realize strawberries could be so controversial. This has become really.
It's been a tough week
polarized.
It's going to be a thing now. Every time I bring up strawberries, and be like, well, only girls can go pick the strawberries. Hopefully your guys' Father's Day go good. I always have a million things to do, but I love it. Hopefully the weather is good too for this weekend. How's it looking?
I think it's looking warm.
Yeah, no, it's looking great. I mean, it's been phenomenal so far. I mean, right now it's on Wednesday, and we have some storms passing through. It's going to cool things down for the end of the week. And then when we get to the weekend, it looks great. Friday, sunny, high near 76. Overnight down to about 56, so pretty good sleeping weather on Friday night. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 81. That's my pick day of the weekend. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low of about 60. And then Father's Day, mostly sunny, warming up to 86.
Yes.
And then overnight, there should be some a 30% chance of showers, and it's going to be a hot one on Sunday night, getting down to just 69. So that's like midsummer overnight high or low, 69, a little humid. And then heading back to work on Monday, There's a chance of showers and thunderstorms, but mostly sunny, high near 87. So it's going to be warming up from here on out through the weekend, and then really warm, like summer-like, midsummer-like, dog days of summer-like temperatures. So
this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, seriously.
We've been waiting for this weather.
Like, I usually put, like, a North Face on and sweatpants when I take my dog out in the morning. And, like, today, it was, like, actually already warm outside. And it was kind of like when you walk on the beach early in the morning and you have that, like, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
but
it's
it's kind of cool. But it's
I love that.
Yeah. I was like, this is great. I don't need to be in this sweatshirt anymore. But that's just...
We're there. It's summer. It's essentially summer.
If you get what I'm saying, you understand and you enjoy it. Mm-hmm. I have some other events that are going on this weekend that possibly you could take your dad to. You could take the man in your life that has fathered you, all that fun stuff. And
you could take anybody
to
these events, for that matter. I mean, just take somebody. Just go.
Yeah. I mean, just go and explore the Finger Lakes, because aren't we all about that?
That is exactly what we're all about.
And to top it off, of course, the Ovid Strawberry Fest returns to the south end of Seneca County on Friday night from 6 to 10 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. They have live music and great food at Village Park on Brown Street in Ovid, and the parade is set for Saturday morning at 10. So something every day of the weekend you could go there and...
Go Ovid.
Bet they have strawberries there.
That's the big one.
From Tomeans.
Yep.
The Seneca County House of Concern is hosting a community charity color run to benefit the House of Concern Food Pantry. It's Saturday at 9 a.m. at Minders Academy, and the Mile Color Run will be held on June 16th at 9 a.m.
Yeah,
Race
Saturday.
Yep, race day registration is for the 1 mile run begins at 8:15.
Point being, it's a 1 mile run, which is odd. Usually they're 5Ks. 1 mile, more accessible.
I think it's because of the color part. Have you ever done one of those color runs or seen them?
Yeah, everybody gets colored in paint or powder or whatever.
Yeah, it's like, but usually it's every like milestone or some marker that you hit, then you get a different color like splashed at you, which, so maybe they did a mile because they didn't want to get a bunch of colors.
Maybe.
Who knows?
You just get hit with one color. That's it. Just one single color.
Right in the face. And that's completely not true at all. I'm just making that up, so don't go by anything that I say. You can explore the 5 museums on historic Palmyra's Trail Pass on Saturday from 10:30 to 4:30 for Heritage Weekend. That sounds interesting.
There's a lot of stuff like that around here in the Finger Lakes to sort of take advantage of. You could almost go town by town, county by county, and just sort of break it up into little weekend adventures. If
you're into history, Palmyra is a hidden gem of the Finger Lakes.
Yep.
The Robert Cray Band is performing at the Smith Opera House in Geneva on Friday night.
Yeah, there's some quality music. Robert Cray.
Yep.
I mean, coming to Geneva.
Yeah, that's pretty
I'm not
big.
sure if there's tickets available or not, but you can probably check out the Smith website.
I would imagine. And last but not least, it's the opening day of the Lyons Farmers Market in Central Park in Lyons, and that's from 7:30 a.m. till noon. And they always have a good turnout of vendors and people that get out there.
Yeah, I think they're having a putting contest of some sort this week, too.
Oh, I better go there. What do I win?
I don't know. Strawberries.
I love putting. And, you know, that's why I liked golf, because I was already good at mini golf when I was younger. So I was like, oh, okay, I just got to really get a good, first drive and then get to the putting, and it's great. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to win whatever they have to win.
Okay.
And, of course, there's more events that are available on our community calendar under the local listing tabs at our homepage at fingerlakes1.com or, of course, on our app.
Yeah.
That was some of the weekend things. I'm sure there's a million other things going on.
Yeah, there's a lot this time of year.
Because, it's that time of year, and I'm perfectly okay with it.
And I have some more local options during the sports segment later in the show, too.
Oh, well, great.
If you're feeling a little sporty.
Yeah, I'm always feeling a little sporty, like Sporty Spice. Spice Girls, you guys probably aren't all about them like I am. But what's going on at FL1 with Josh Durso.
So we've had, like, the studio's been packed this week. We've had, like, 50 billion things going on.
Great.
New show, Fresh Takes.
Oh, yes.
With Russo and Felice. Did you check that out?
Couple of local boys. I liked it.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm watching it this afternoon.
It's different. It's a little more variety, a little more pop culture, a little more interesting stuff that you're hearing about, seeing in the news and Snapchat, and sort of the bite-sized segments that people have really gotten accustomed to getting information. So it's really interesting and definitely worth a look. And it's only 30 minutes long. It's an easy investment. And who knows? You might want to check out the next episode,
What's
the one
it
after
called?
that, and the one after that.
Fresh Takes.
Fresh
with
Takes.
Russo and Felice, and the next show will be on June 26th, Tuesday night at 10 p.m. It's they're going to go bi-weekly for now.
Yep.
I like it.
So, and then we had the Debrief podcast with Jackie Augustine and myself. We just got done recording that this morning.
It's my personal favorite podcast on this network. I love the Debrief.
That's a compliment, and we'll take that one. Yesterday on Inside the FLX, I had Vinny Esposito, Regional Director for Empire State Development. He is part of the Finger Lakes Forward, and he's from Monroe County area. Really interesting conversation about economic development and sort of what differences there are between Rochester, urban, and rural Wayne, Seneca, Ontario, Yates counties.
It was a really good episode.
Yeah, really interesting conversation. And I think for a lot of people who live in the rural communities, a lot more of a concession than most would expect from someone who is coming from the urban center of the region. Keenan Baldridge was on Inside the FLX last Friday. He is running for Senate. Jerry Freemow, who is running for Assembly in the 130th District, is going to be on Inside the FLX later today. That will be airing on Friday.
But you can check it out live still if you want, right?
If you want to,
we won't publish it
won't be
till Friday, but if you're on our YouTube channel, you can watch it live this afternoon.
Yep, we will have tomorrow and Around the Lakes going down. We're going to be talking to a couple folks from the Keuka Outlet Trail. Cool. Friends of the Keuka Outlet Trail, I believe it is, talking about what's going on down there, some of the great things that happen around Keuka Lake, which, as we know, there is no shortage of, especially this time of year.
Absolutely not.
And then, we had all the usual motorsports podcasts and things like that this week. Probably like a dozen shows.
U.S. Open preview on the Golf J podcast. The Crash Course was on a special night Tuesday.
Yep.
Thursday night's going to be, I think they rotate. It's the drag racing podcast or the motorsports dirt racing podcast. They rotate, and I think it is 31st lap dirt car this week.
So plenty of stuff to check out on FL1.
And we were at the FLX Pride Festival this past weekend, too, with a video of that. We have a full video of the Senate County Board of Supervisors meeting from last night. I mean, we're prolific. We're very prolific.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But that's it. And, of course, if you want more, fingerlakes1.com or, of course, the app.
And my second episode might be coming out soon of my show, Get Local.
You're going to be sailboating, right?
That.
I am. You gave it. I always
wait.
try and make it a surprise, but it's not a surprise. It doesn't need to be. But I will be learning about sailboats and possibly being on a sailboat. So
get ready for
nervous,
it, people.
Excited, something I've never done before.
If you want to watch any of our shows, one of the easiest ways to do it is to go to the newly designed app and click on Finger Lakes 1 TV.
Bam!
And there, our episode that's live now is there, and all the episodes that we just talked about are here. And if you click on it, you'll see us. We're up here right now in this. If you want to watch any of our shows.
Oh look, there we are.
That's exactly how it works.
So.
Yeah, but that's exciting. That's a lot. I can't wait to go watch some of the ones that I haven't seen yet because I always have to catch up on them, and there was a lot of good ones from what I heard, so definitely going to check that out.
There were also some awesome photos, weren't there?
Yes, there were, and I have some awesome photos to go into right now for this week. And I didn't bring a pen, so I'm going to need to borrow this.
There you go. Teamwork.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to go right into them, and I'm going to star which one I like the best so I don't forget, and I make this a fair judgment. First one is from Rachel Burkholder and a beautiful and bright double rainbow near Ovid last week.
Put your mark next to that one.
That is
I was
awesome.
going to say, that's kind of a, that's setting the bar pretty high.
It almost looks like when you're going through Lights on the Lake and they have that archway, and it's...
Or entering Disney World or something.
Yes.
But it is the dimensions between the top and bottom rainbow are almost identical.
That is awesome.
It's very nice.
And that tree, look at that tree. It looks like it's going to fall over. You see it?
Yep.
It's like...
So bright.
Anyways, the next one is the George Eastman Museum Historic Process.
Rachel Burkholder took that one, by the way. I don't know if we mentioned that.
I did.
Okay, yeah.
He doesn't have any faith in me, clearly.
He doesn't.
Go Rachel. I'm always cheering for Rachel's photos. Again, the George Eastman Museum Historic Process Workshop visited the Lions Dry Dock last Wednesday. Participants produced full-plate tin types using the same process used in the 1850s. Pictured are Nick Brandreth, historic process specialist, and a student participant, Jonathan Russell. The photo was taken by Robert Stopper. That's just very interesting, and that's a pretty good picture.
Well, if you look at the 1850s, and that was the cameras that they had to use, and now you look at the photos we can take with our phones.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess you should expect that kind of advancement. It's been 180 years.
Wow.
Or has it been? No, it's been 100, and since 1850, it's been 100
almost 100.
68 years.
Glad you guys can do the math, because I wasn't trying. But that is awesome. It's like a blast from the past.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Evangelista took this photo of pink persuasion in the town of Seneca late last week. Wow.
That is pretty sweet.
That's an awesome picture.
And it is a big field of tulips, right?
Where is that? That is in the town of Seneca, but
It's
where?
Ontario, a county. I'm not exactly sure.
I need to go find it, because that is awesome. There's so many people that would want to take pictures in those fields. Senior pictures coming up. Better go there.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Shaw captured this train crossing on the Norfolk Southern Railway in Geneva last week. Pretty. We see one like that like every single day.
2 or 3 times
Multiple
a day right
times.
outside our window
I don't
here.
think I could ever get a photo as good as his, though, but I could try.
Yeah, that's sharp.
Yeah, that is a nice picture. Here, another one from Robert Stopper of a boat named Broadsword, which is a 58-foot-long range cruiser that docked in Lyons for one night last week. The captain and crew were born and raised in Berlin, Germany, and took possession of Broadsword.
I think it's Broadsword. Or maybe not.
Yeah, Broadsword.
The boat looks like a broadsword,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah, that would make more sense, probably. Broadsword. That's definitely it. In the they took possession of Broadsword in the Bahamas, where they began their 6,000-mile American Great Loop journey. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, who are these people that can just get on a boat and go for 6,000 miles? Like, are they retired? Are they independently wealthy? Are they? Do they?
Right.
Maybe they're of little means, and that's why they're able to do it.
Yeah, I know.
Who knows? But
it's always interesting to think of what their story could be.
The road less traveled.
Absolutely.
Or
yeah. Broadsword. That's definitely what it is.
Less floated on.
Yeah. A pair of raccoons have been feasting on birdseed for weeks in Shelley Lannon's yard. This female has no fear of Shelley and will let her open the window and talk to her. She is seen here under Shelley's kitchen window in Clifton Springs. Wow. I love that picture.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
I also have no fear of Shelley.
I don't either.
That is the tip of the iceberg. There were so many pictures. There were videos. She was literally sending me videos on Facebook all weekend of what they were doing. It was crazy. Like they clearly have no fear of any humans.
If you're feeding, I bet you Shelley probably provides for him a little bit, or
probably. Her. I know I would. I would befriend it, and I would be one of those videos.
I believe there's 2 of them.
Yes, I think there is a pair. It says
a
pair of raccoons, pair of rackins.
That is just a
awesome
very
photo.
Interesting photo.
That looks like a photo that could be on the cover of Ranger Rick magazine. Do you guys know what that is?
I have heard of Ranger Rick. Why can't things happen like that in my life? I swear. Like, I had a caterpillar fall on me when I was just outside on the phone. That's about it.
That's a start.
Start small, work your way up.
The falls at Stony Brook were flowing on Wednesday in this photo from Steuben County by Jim Sinicropi. Beautiful.
Love it.
Yeah, I
love it.
don't remember. A lot of the falls around here I recognize. I don't recognize that one. Of course, it's a little further away down in Steuben, but it's interesting. It just looks like a flat wall.
Yeah.
Straight drop.
It is pretty awesome. And Robert Kurtz reports that Lime bikes, like the two pictured here, are becoming a big hit in Watkins Glen.
You guys know what Lime bikes are?
Nope.
It's ride sharing for bikes where you unlock the bikes with your cell phone.
Oh, okay.
And then you ride them, and then when you get off them and they lock up again, I don't know exactly how they do it, but I imagine you can't pedal them unless you unlock it with the cell phone with an app. I don't know if there's a cost associated. Probably there is. Ride sharing. In a lot of places where they've had ride sharing services for bicycles like this, they've experienced problems where people just throw the bikes in the canal, or or leave them wherever they want, or damage them. But this, apparently, for you to take one of these bikes, you are identifying yourself through the smartphone. So
they would.
They know
I have
who you
seen
are.
that then in like bigger cities, in like New York City they had it, but I always saw it was like sponsored by Citi, like that credit card or whatever, and they're big blue.
Oh yeah,
bikes.
because I think that originally people thought we'll just put bikes here and we'll have different stands around the city and people will go wherever they want. But what happened is people didn't care,
right? Because
they didn't know they were the ones that trashed the bike. But now with Lime Bike, I think that because it's with the app that you need to scan on the bike to unlock it, that there's ownership there.
There's probably like facial recognition on that bike and you don't even know. So they're like, hey, we got you.
But it would be cool, even Watkins Glen or here in Seneca Falls to be able to pop outside our office and grab one of these and ride it, downtown and then back.
That would be so perfect for you.
I guess I could also just buy a bike and ride it from my house here, but this is more like when you feel like
convenience.
Yeah, if you feel like it, go for it. They got a basket on the front so you can put your pick strawberries in there.
Oh, see what I said. And that was actually the last photo for this week. So now we have to decide.
There were a lot of great ones.
To me, I think there were two that stood out. And
I had three that stood out, but one that stood above even the
four.
I think my first place photo is the rainbow, and my second place is the raccoon.
And then the Charlie Evangelista flower field was
that
pretty
one
sweet too.
didn't even move the needle.
Jeez, that was one of
Didn't
my
even
top.
move the needle.
That was one of my top
and
ones.
Shelley's raccoon was up there too. So I'd say, I hate doing this because it makes it sound like we don't like the other ones. We like them all, but we got to pick a favorite.
You guys make it very hard. I had all of those starred, plus the one with the waterfall that was unrecognizable. So, but I haven't gone with my cute little creatures in a little bit, so I have to go with the raccoon because the story is awesome with it too.
Yeah.
It is an awesome story, but let's face it.
Wow.
This photo is impressive.
You know what?
Right?
It is super impressive, and I love Rachel's. Didn't she put a really good rainbow last year? Last week.
Last week.
And it was.
I think it might have been the same one. Actually, the same day.
Oh, probably.
Sometimes when photos get sent in early in the week, they don't make it on this week's show. But to me,
he just overrided everything and said,
"No, that's what Josh picked, right?"
That's the one I picked.
I picked it too, but I had other 3 ones. That was
my definitive number one, though. There was no
yay.
No question about that.
Well, congratulations, Rachel, and everybody else had great photos. As always, if you would like to share your local photos from across the Finger Lakes, click on the link in the Submit Content section at the bottom right of our homepage at fingerlakes1.com. And you said that you had other events going on in the sports realm. Yeah. We almost
got it.
Let's enter the sports realm.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's U.S. Open weekend, as I mentioned earlier. It's at Shinnecock on Long Island, the east side of Long Island. Some of the golfers are concerned about maybe getting out there
parking
in time for their tee time, so they're going to have to leave extra early. But it's the second major of the year. It should be phenomenal. Great, incredible field. Tiger Woods playing. Phil Mickelson has won all the Grand Slams except for this one. He likes this course. I mean, can you imagine if on Sunday Tiger and Phil Mickelson were in contention along with like Dustin Johnson or Jordan Spieth? I mean, that's what happens, at majors like this. So we'll have to see what happens Sunday, but I can't wait. And coverage starts Thursday, obviously, and it's on Fox if you want to catch it.
Yeah.
And locally, we just had Fox return to our Spectrum TV service. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, there's that. Auburn Doubledays opening night versus Batavia on Friday night at 6:30. You can listen to it on Finger Lakes One Radio. They'll also be home at Falcon Park Saturday at 6:30 and Sunday on Father's Day at 2 p.m. Then they head to Williamsport for a 4-game series next week. But yeah, opening night of Auburn Doubledays baseball on Friday night at 6:30 should be great. Weather looks perfect for it too.
That is awesome. Nothing like a game on a Friday night under the stadium lights.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, this one, it's 6:30 it starts, so it'll probably just around the end of the game, they'll have to turn the lights on, and it should be a pleasant summer evening, a little slice of Americana in Auburn as Batavia comes to town. The Muck Dogs, I believe.
Oh.
The Batavia Muck Dogs. Bass season opens Saturday for all you bass fishermen who want to get out on the lakes and do some bass fishing. And the Yankees host the Tampa Bay Rays on Friday at 7:05, Saturday at 1:05, Sunday at 2:05. And the Mets are in Arizona to face the Diamondbacks Friday at 9:40 p.m., Saturday at 10:10 p.m., and Sunday at 4:10. So, you know, when the Mets or Yankees head west, you can stay up and watch some late-night baseball if you'd like.
Yeah.
So that's about all I have. Of course, we'll cover the sporting events all weekend long. Last weekend was really busy. Congratulations to the Victor girls varsity softball team on their state championship, Class AA state champs.
Awesome.
The only state championship team from the Finger Lakes in the spring this year.
Wow.
And Tyus Battle coming back to Syracuse, that's good news. There's a really interesting conversation he had with John Rothstein on John Rothstein's podcast about Tyus Battle and a bunch of other Syracuse-related topics, and that's on our sports page too right now if you want to check it out. So that's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's it.
Wow. And just like that, we are moving on to Father's Day weekend.
Yep. It's and again, you know, today some volatile weather, but starting here on out, it should be fantastic. Again, you know, a nice stretch of 4 or 5 days of perfect weather. And if you like it hot, you're going to like Sunday. Yes. If you like it a little less hot, you're going to like Friday and Saturday.
I'm okay with
weekend.
Sunday being
Summer is here in the Finger Lakes, folks. Just enjoy it, whatever it is, whether it's 78 degrees or 88 degrees or 98 degrees. Just soak it up and enjoy it, because guess what? Those 20-somethings, those 10, 15s, they're not that far away.
Stop. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, November, and then it's already December. No,
Yeah.
We're going to live it up now. Are you a fur daddy by any chance?
A what?
A fur daddy?
Negative.
You're not?
Negative.
Oh, you mean like a owner of a pet?
Yeah.
No, I am not
A fur dad?
pet connoisseur.
Wow. Well, I was going to,
Grew up around animals, and now I've shed my
wow.
fur.
Life's a lot easier without them
It is.
to care for. There's no doubt about it. But it's nice to have a companion. And of course, if everybody in the world hates you, your dog at least loves you.
I was going to wish you a happy Father's Day if you were a fur dad, but you're not. I just signed my dog up for doggy daycare. How crazy is
At
that?
Phoebe's, good for you.
Yeah, and some training.
I had a dog that got kicked out of Phoebe's.
That's what I'm so worried
so
about.
Naughty.
Oh, no.
Wow.
And we got our dogs from the same place. Remember?
Yeah.
The little one?
George Bailey Burns, not so little anymore, but yeah, they said we're sorry, he's not welcome here anymore.
Oh no, yeah, I had to sign a contract, like a bite policy and like all that, and they said if she's bad, and my boyfriend was like, please don't get kicked out of doggy daycare. We had a little pep talk with her. That starts Monday, but other than that, I think that's about it. So thanks for everybody joining us, and if you'd like to drop us a line, send an email to contact@fingerlakes1.com, and if you enjoyed the show, make sure you click like, share, and subscribe, and we'll be back next Wednesday afternoon. Have a great weekend, and have a good Father's Day.
And for all you high school grads, enjoy the last week and a half of your high school careers.
That's